Hey, this is Ron, aka Gadget Man. Today is May the 24th, 2010. Yeah, and we're returning now to 2000. Is that right? 2000 Avalon or 96 Avalon, right?
96 Toyota Avalon.
96 Toyota. I'm sorry, I probably couldn't see them there, but that's what we get. We're professional cameramen here. Anyway, did the modification originally last fall on this Avalon, and the horsepower. Well, I think I'll just let Dave tell you the story because we put probably 20 or 30,000 miles on it since then.
About.
You know. So, but let me introduce you, David. Why don't you tell us who you are?
Hi, my name's Dave Hall. How you doing?
All right, and tell us.
Part of my 96 Avalon.
All right, let's get a look at it here. Oh, little ding on the fender. I remember when you called me when that happened.
Just be careful in parking lots, folks.
All right. So tell us about your experience with the Gadget Man Groove, Dave.
Well, Ron did the groove, last fall, like you said?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say definitely noticed an increase in power right off the bat. And it's a V6 engine to start off with. It didn't need much help, but it's just a lot more throttle response right off the bat. Lower emissions I noticed right away as well as a nice byproduct, and increased fuel mileage.
How'd you notice the emissions?
Yep, just you can tell.
Yeah, the smell?
The smell, yep.
Yeah.
Just put your nose right down near the tailpipe. Don't stick your nose in it.
Some people do. They get off on that.
Don't do that. It's like sniffing glue, brother.
I hear they have a 12-step program for that.
For those people, I hope they do.
Muffler Suckers Anonymous.
That's disgusting.
All right. So Dave, we've been a number of places in this. Like, won't you tell them about the travels you've had since I did the modification? And
aside from a lot of city driving, Ron and I recently did about 2 weeks ago. We did a trip up to St. George's, Utah, which is I don't know,
500 miles.
It's 500 some odd mile trip, and I would say we averaged about 540 miles on one tank of gas, one tank of fuel. And if we didn't have to divert, getting back into Flagstaff, there was a brush fire on the highway, and we had to divert to the Grand Canyon, which added another 3 hours to the trip.
Yeah.
But that car easily would have made it from St. George, Utah, all the way back down to Phoenix, and would have had some gas left in the tank, probably about a quarter tank left.
Do you remember what our mileage was when we were going through the mountains?
About 46 miles a gallon.
Well, it's 46 on the highway here. I remember that. So it was like 34 in the mountains up through Grand Canyon?
That'd be about right, actually. I correct that. About 34, 35 miles a
gallon. Yeah, and so...
in the mountains. No AC.
So what do you think about your 46 mile to the gallon Avalon now?
Well, for me, I think it's fantastic, and I mentioned my car to a lot of people, and I get these looks of disbelief. They shake their head and go, that doesn't seem possible with a car with an engine that size. And I say, well, it happened. It's my car. I drive it every day. I know exactly what it's doing.
Yeah. Now you've been around me for a while now, Dave, and you've got to see me do a lot of cars, and you've heard a lot of first-hand testimonies that we didn't get on video. Can you tell the audience out here anything in particular that sticks out in your mind about your experiences here with me?
With you, Ron?
Yes, Gadget Man.
I'd say Ron is a very earnest individual who's basically seeking to improve fuel mileage, lower emissions, and definitely is his main concern, I would say, would be customer satisfaction off the bat. And as far as I'm concerned, too, a lot of the modifications, he is ceaseless in his care towards the engines that he works on.
Thank you.
And for each and every person I've seen, and that's the God's honest truth right there.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank
you. I was really just asking about the technology and how many good results you've seen.
Well,
but that was good. That was good. Don't stop.
Well, it's the truth, though. I mean, the truth is, you do a lot of good work, and you definitely care about the work that you do, and I think that's job number one right there off the bat. Aside from the work that I believe to be genuine.
Thank you.
I really do. I believe in the process. The process, of course, after you have the modification done to your car, if you choose to do so, is like we just finished doing on my Avalon. We just ran through, vacuum checks on the engine and stuff like that, because that's in conjunction with the mod that you do.
Oh yeah. Just the mod. What happened to your power? Just the mod.
Kicks ass.
Okay. All I did on this car was I found one line, the positive crankcase ventilation line, which is just a vent, needs to let pressure off the engine so that you don't blow oil out your seals. What I did was I disconnected it and let it vent like it's supposed to, just sticking up in the air. And then I put a cap on that vacuum port, and then I asked Dave to take it for a drive. Dave, you want to tell them about the results of that?
Even more kick.
Even
more kick.
How did you get more kick?
Well, we're working on it. Working on that, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. So, listen. So, is there anything you want to tell everybody out there in Gadget Man Land?
I would say to the people out in Gadget Man Land, those of you who are considering having the modification done and following through with the process in an earnest manner, I would urge you to do this. You know, because I mean, we're looking at recent events on the Gulf Coast right now, and we're seeing just an incredible waste of fuel, oil, crude, and so on and so forth. And we all know that it's a diminishing, it's a finite resource, I would say. And to me, as an individual, it makes perfect sense to do things like this. You know, you know, there's been other things that we've done to my engine as well, and not being a serious car guy, I'm turning into one as the further along I get with Ron, but
you'll never be a serious car guy.
No.
You're a guitar picker.
Well, I'm a guitar picker. Yeah, I'm very serious about that. But I see the need for this type of work being done on engines, and I would urge anybody I speak to or Ron speaks to really seriously consider this type of work.
All right.
You know, if you're looking to you know, increase your mileage and increase your throttle body response as well in your car, and just have some good plain fun. And of course, everyone wants to decrease their emissions as well, which is just plain smart. When you go get smogged and stuff like that, you really don't have to worry about that after you get this process done, because the whole process adds up to a much more clean burn in your fuel system and your throttle body.
You have learned a lot, Dave. You really have.
I'm getting
there.
I'm working on it.
It's
kind of slow, but you know, I am a guitar player, and there's thousands of jokes out there about us guitar players.
Oh yeah.
I'm certainly one of them.
What's your YouTube channel, Dave?
My YouTube handle would be Tehachapi Dave, and I urge you to look it up sometime.
Yeah, maybe we'll get him to do another video or two.
I need to do a couple more videos. Yeah, I need to get busy on that, but I can show you a thing or two if you'd like. Look me up and give me a call.
Yeah, shoot him an email. Yeah.
Good to hear from you.
Dave's good people. All right, so once again, guys, you hear it from another satisfied customer. Grant, he's a friend of mine.
Very satisfied.
But he wasn't a friend of mine when I did the mod. We became friends as soon as he realized how much more power he got out of his car. I think that was a big help.
Well, that had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Good person's a good person.
So Dave, what would you tell all the other Avalon owners out there about
Get it done. Get busy.
Get it done. All right.
Get her done. Get busy. I mean, I love my car when I got it. I got this car last December, and I drove it off the lot, and I thought, this is more car than I really need, because I was used to driving 4-cylinder vehicles most of the time, Hondas and Escorts and so on and so forth. Always loved those cars, but I sat behind the wheel of this, and I took it up on the I-17, and it took me about 10 or 15 minutes to get really used to this car. And I love this car just the way it was, lock, stock, and barrel. And then after having the modifications done and the other various tinkerings that we've done to further increase the modification itself, I'm extremely pleased, and I urge you all to do the same.
Oh, and all he's talking about the other tinkering is all I did was take out his factory spark plugs, put in aftermarket spark plugs, and drill a hole through the center of the tang on the end of it. But anyway, so here you go again, guys. Once again, from Gadget Man Land, this is Ron Hatton signing off, saying, remember to smile for a stranger today. Hell, smile for two. You'll both be glad you did. God bless y'all richly and warmly.
Adios, folks.